You want to go out with your friends, huh?
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to our channel, Why Not Now? My name is Steven and this is my beautiful wife, Lisa Marie. And today we have a special treat for you. Well, I can say kind of similar like a special treat. It's one of our infamous neighborhood tours, but not a full neighborhood tour, but we're going to walk you through a neighborhood called Xochimilco, which is one of the oldest, if not the oldest, neighborhood over here in Oaxaca City, guys.
That's right, guys. And for those of you who are just jumping into our channel now, as you guys know, we lived in, for our returning viewers, our faithful followers, as you guys know, we actually lived in Santiago de Querétaro, Mexico for over a year. We have a lot of information on temporary residency, neighborhood tours, how to set up your utilities. Gosh, you guys, a plethora of information, cost of living, on and on and on. Make sure you check out our videos. But we now have made our temporary home base, Oaxaca City, Oaxaca de Juarez, Mexico. So guys, we're gonna take you around Xochimilco, show you a bit, and we'll give some commentary as we're walking through, guys, and share some information with as far as what we've learned. We stood in Xochimilco for about a week and a half. Week and a half, 2 weeks. Airbnb. And we'll give you guys some commentary on what we've learned so far and share some info with you guys.
Yep, and that way you guys, when you come down here to visit Oaxaca City, you can be familiar with Xochimilco, guys. That's right. So let's go. I'm gonna flip it around and let's get started. So as you see, guys, they have it all decorated now. Of course, around Christmas time, it's actually
we're actually past Christmas time, not too far past.
Yeah, not too far past, but it's coming on to the New Year's, but it's still beautifully decorated out here. And at night it's lit up with the lights and very decorative and beautiful out here, guys.
We have a lot of these kind of shops with all different artisanal type of products. Sometimes you'll find shops that sell like just different mezcals and clothing and coffee and buenas tardes, señor.
Buenas tardes.
And different things like that.
We were told this was like a garage sale the other day.
A garage sale.
Yeah.
Very convenient. And actually the decorations, I remember when we first arrived, when we were looking at them, we thought it was really lovely because it felt so charming and it felt so simple, and like the community just came together and put everything up, and you know, the children were out here enjoying it. They have like a small tree, not small really, guys, but it's not I believe it's a fake tree down around the corner that people were gathered by, and they were having a little community gathering. It really does feel like a neighborhood that has a mixture of foreigners, extranjeros, and of the locals. So it's really that nice blend here.
Yep, and as you see, guys, also they have a lot of art on the wall. They're very artsy down here in Oaxaca, guys. I almost said Querétaro, but very artsy down here in Oaxaca.
Well, especially, I would say definitely in Xochimilco, and then I think also maybe in Jatalalco. It may be another neighborhood that is kind of artsy as well. Okay. And a coffee environment as well, a lot of cafes.
And while we were down here, guys, I tripped up. They normally post up right here and sell baked goods. My wife come over here and she loved buying the chocolate, that's what they call chocolatín.
And plátano. So there's one that has plantain in it, so banana, guys. And they actually they're two girls that stand out here with a little table, and whatever they have, when it's gone, it's gone. Whatever they have, but it's really good and it's really fresh. And actually, I'm gonna be honest, out of the couple of the videos that we've tried so far locally right here, their stuff is way better. Way better. So if you guys come here, make sure you check them out. They're usually here after 6 p.m.
Yep. And this is Jose Lopez Avenue, St. Thomas. So yeah, guys, I'm showing you Xochimilco right now.
Let's go down towards the main. Oh, we're gonna go this way first.
We're gonna head over this way, guys, and gonna take you over there towards the restaurant everyone raves about called Ancestral. We're gonna show you a coffee spot that we normally would go get coffee when we're over here, because we didn't have a coffee maker at that point in time. So I'm gonna head on down this way, guys. I'm gonna flip it around so you guys can see instead of it always being on my face. Okay, going down this way, and it's a lot of.
Look at those decorations and look at that art and the mountains in the background. That backdrop is really, really beautiful.
Yeah.
That's the Sierra Madre mountains, guys. And a lot of people, they like to come here. They stay. Backpackers come through and they'll go travel. They'll go mountain biking. They'll go hiking in the mountains. We've seen a lot of people do that.
Yes, they do a lot of mountain biking over here, and they go hiking and stuff through the mountains. And I guess it's like very outdoorsy, and we haven't made our way up there, but I'm pretty sure it's beautiful up there.
Yeah.
And this is like a little bar, the locals bar. I don't know if that's Polo's or Rolo's bar or something like that. And yeah, guys, you see the art. To me, you know, it's a lot of, you see a lot of people coming through here taking pictures.
Yeah.
I'm gonna flip it around and show you a side street. And it's very, very local over here. People stick together over here. The community is strong, and of course we're coming up to this area where they're doing construction, I guess, right now. But oh, perfect, they stopped. But yeah, it's cool over here, guys. This is actually a painting of someone's granddaughter, I think, on the wall right here. One inside it. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm gonna see if you guys can see it. And right through here, this is the Airbnb where we were staying. Like, this is the entrance gate to go in, and then you go through the long walkway. As you guys were seeing, we were staying at Airbnb before we had the apartment. And guys, always be sure to check out the apartment tour. You guys check the apartment tour out. Yeah, this is pretty much gonna be not majority of Xochimilco, but this is how Xochimilco is. It's kind of quiet, but then it gets busy at night. Like, you can walk around. They say it's pretty safe to walk around, but you know, use your own discretion. You know, I always say, like we always tell you guys, keep your head on the swivel.
Yeah, be vigilant wherever you go. It doesn't matter. Always pay attention.
Yeah.
And this area, I'll go ahead and continue to talk as my husband's showing you guys the front views. This area is actually, maybe I want to say a 20 minute walk, more or less, to the beginning of Centro Histórico in Oaxaca. And you also have other areas that are not too far from here, as far as like Reforma, another neighborhood. It's actually quite different. It looks a little bit more modern in comparison to Xochimilco, which has that very authentic and, you know, look here, like kind of like a small village almost. And in the, like my husband mentioned earlier, that apartment tour that we did. Yeah. Make sure you check that out, guys, because we give you the cost of our apartment. We show you the outside area, and it's a completely different area than here. It's kind of like night and day. So it's way up in the mountains on the hill, and the views are incredible, guys. Mm-hmm. So you really get something different everywhere you go here. It just feels like a little bit old and historic, then a little bit more of a village kind of community, then you get a little more modern and Reforma, then you get the mountain views and very local up top, and there's just definitely a blend out here in Oaxaca City.
Yeah, it is. Yes. So I'm gonna take you through this little secret path right here, guys. It's a secret path to go to the restaurant. Really not a secret path, guys. It's just a little cut through a little alley.
It's a secret path. It definitely is. It has like these little doorways, and you can go under and in little areas and little hidden cafes in the back, guys.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, you see, it's so artsy, guys. You remember this from the video, intro video of the city we selected, our next home base right there. And you can go through there and go to this coffee spot. It's a cool little coffee spot. I can't think the name of it right now.
Oh.
Antique coffee. It's called Antique Coffee. Cool. It's some nice people work up in there. Jose, Pepe, you know. He's a cool guy. He works with them to make nice coffee. But this is the ancestral right here, guys. I'm gonna walk on over here. Everybody raves about it. It's always packed over here at the ancestral spot.
Yeah, I think they love going to that outdoor patio. Night and day, people are eating there.
Yeah. And also, when we first arrived, our Airbnb host was telling us about this over here. I don't know what it is, but she said it's very important to this area, this region. Whether it's some type of like a little factory where
they think they do lumber work here, like woodwork.
Okay. But yeah, actually pretty cool around here, guys. We're gonna keep walking forward. I'm gonna show you the coffee spot where we normally used to go in the morning and check it out.
There's that tree I was talking about, guys.
Oh yeah, the tree.
Not so little, right? It's right. Little, I guess, as far as it's slim, but it's kind of tall.
All right, guys, this is the coffee spot, AM Siempre Cafe, and they have a
terrace up top.
Terrace up top, which is actually pretty cool. Get nice views, hang out up there, and it's pretty cool. They make actually pretty decent coffee up in there, guys.
Yeah, we've enjoyed a couple of coffees there when we first were in the Airbnb. We didn't have a coffee maker. Guys, another thing I wanted to mention is you're gonna find here, we've looked at a plethora of apartments in a short time, and Airbnbs. We stayed in 2 different Airbnbs, and of course the apartment we have now. You know, having a TV in the apartment is not very common.
No,
I was actually shocked by that. But hey, I mean, I'm glad to learn that, because in Querétaro it's more common to have a TV. But here we've noticed that even in the Airbnbs, they're not in there, and I think people like to enjoy the outdoors and things like that.
Yeah, that's what it seems like, guys. Flip it around. Try not to get the sun all in our face, but yeah, it's basic little stuff going on out here, guys. We're gonna go up here and walk up this way a little bit. And as you guys see, I'm gonna be honest with you, it has a small village feel. Honestly, I think that's what people like about it, the small village feel.
Yeah, but you guys know we're always honest with you. We tell you the truth, our perspective. We share that. I will say this, guys. It has that charm. It has the art. It's a place where if you come through and you're visiting, you really enjoy it, I think. But over the long term, I think to live, this is our opinion, I would say this. These little cafes over here, we were told by someone, oh, they're very affordable. But to me,
oh, yeah.
The prices are not, they're not what you would think they are. They're pretty much they're comparable to the U.S. actually, guys.
Yeah,
they really are.
What
was the coffee going for in a couple of different ones that we had checked?
They were going like closer to the 50, like 50 pesos.
50 something pesos.
50 pesos, and then we're not talking
$3.
about. Yeah, we're not talking about Starbucks either, guys. Like Starbucks, no, we're talking about just basic little cafes.
And we actually, if you guys saw our short, we did a short in Querétaro before we left on a coffee place, Del Gu Cafe. He made amazing coffee. He actually is a roastery, so he gets coffee from Oaxaca, Veracruz, Chiapas, Puebla, everywhere. And his coffee is delicious. I mean, you get like that real gourmet coffee, but it was only like 28 pesos.
That's amazing.
And that's in Querétaro, guys. So I was really shocked to see that on the low end, the coffee here was going for like 55 pesos. That was considered the low end. And it went up from there for a larger size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy price. Over here, gonna keep on going and have an apartment up there for rent. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I saw the inside of it. It was like a little
shoebox, no windows.
Prison cell. To be honest with you.
Yeah, it was very dark.
Yeah, it was very dark. It wasn't worth it. And that's another thing we may talk about the prices of apartments over here, guys.
We've experienced. We've been checking around.
Yeah, but right now we're trying to show you a neighborhood tour. But yeah, it's like that small town feel, guys, and I think that's what draw a lot of the extranjeros over in this area. Just watch out for the car right here. I think that's what draw a lot of people over in this area. Buenas tardes. To check it out, because it is a nice feel. It's a decent feel, and I'm gonna show you down the street right here. You see, it's seems pretty quiet at night, and it's actually pretty quiet at night.
What about the weather, would you say?
The weather down here,
Because we had actually a couple of our viewers, babe, I was answering some comments asking about the climate right now, about the humidity, about, you know, how warm it was, and right, it's not very humid here at all. That's for sure.
No gracias, señor. Buenas tardes.
Gracias.
Well, the climate down here, to me, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's hot. When it's hot, it's hot. When it's cold, and it's cold. To be honest with you, to me, in my opinion, at first I was saying Querétaro was colder, and it was true. Querétaro was colder, but over here at night, it seemed like the temps drop. In my opinion, it seemed like the temperature drops lower than what it was in Querétaro. How about you? What do you feel?
I definitely think so. Of course, we are in winter, so guys, keep that in mind. So obviously, the hottest month is May, from what the locals told me, and it is not. It obviously has a little more humidity than Querétaro, because Querétaro is, you know, more a higher elevation, colonial highland, but it is still a nice dry mixture. They have their rainy season, which passed already. When it is hot, like right now, guys, it feels about like 85 degrees, and you're walking in the sun. It's hot, but not humid. It isn't humid. I will say though, it's neighboring state like Veracruz, you guys will ask me, is a completely different climate, and Veracruz is extremely humid from what the locals have told us. So you'll find a difference. You know, I'm surprised right now in the winter, it does feel a lot hotter than Querétaro.
Yeah, the sun down here is very strong, guys. Very, very strong. But yeah, let me show you some of this art real quick. As I was saying, it was a very artsy city, so they have art all through the walls, all through down here have art. And we're just gonna keep walking a little bit further down, guys, and that's gonna be the quick tour of, not a quick tour, but yeah, somewhat quick tour of Xochimilco, because it's not this huge area, it's a small area. Like my wife was saying, it borders Reforma, it borders Australia, it's close to Central, like Oaxaca Central area, and I'm gonna say some people that are not that friendly, you see, and they're not from here. They're not that friendly. That's another thing I want to talk about, but I'm not. Crazy world, man.
Well, or maybe they don't even try to learn to even say good morning or good afternoon when they come somewhere. So I think guys, if you're gonna come to another country, at least learn how to say thank you, good morning, good afternoon, please. The basics. At least try. Very basic. Just try.
Well, yeah, that gets up under my skin right there, guys. There's a lot of that going on down here. A lot of that going on down here. And I don't like it at all, but hey, you guys know our channel's all about telling the truth, man. We're gonna tell the truth. But they have a lot of these down here. The lavanderias, where you go drop off your clothing to them. And I think this one is known for writing your name on your underwear and your garments and stuff like that. That one is known for that one. That's what I've heard. But yeah, that's a common thing. And yeah, of course, cafes and stuff like that. But yeah, this is pretty much majority of Xochimilco, guys. Yeah, that's kind of like an aqueduct right there. And just keep walking around and seeing what else we can show you guys, and we'll come back to you. All right, guys, we actually circled back around. We just backtracked, came back towards the front of Xochimilco, and we're gonna go walking over here towards this main street, and we would like to talk about something over that way, guys.
Well, we're actually going to tell you guys about just where you can catch a taxi. So let's go ahead on over that way. Guys, I'm going to try to talk as loud as possible. That's a very busy street. That is actually called Calzadas Eros de Chapultepec. And it's a main street. So you can obviously catch Didi here. You can use your app and call Didi. Uber, there's no Uber taxi here, guys. But if you want to catch a car really quickly, whether you're in the Estrella neighborhood, or you're in Aurora, or you're in Xochimilco here, or in the neighboring areas, come down to this main strip here, and you can flag down a taxi. They have yellow taxis. They have the red and white. It's like more of a maroon and white color. Green and white and blue and white. I've been told by the locals that the yellow, the blue and white are more expensive. The red and white and the green and white are supposedly a little bit cheaper. But guys, as we go down further, we'll tell you about our personal experience with the taxis here, because I've hailed down quite a few.
Oh yeah, been an experience, guys. Been an experience. So we're gonna head towards this main street, and we're gonna inform you with a little bit more game, guys. Nice art up there, though. Calibris and stuff. As you see, it's getting noisy. Time we're getting closer to the.
Oh, you actually probably just saw that blue and white car, guys, that passed by.
Yeah.
That was one of the taxis, and those are the yellow, obviously, guys. They are going to. You're gonna go ahead and ask them for a price. I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you guys right away. You know, we try to go ahead and try to help you guys out, whatever experiences we go through, however negative or positive we share, because we are all about living in Mexico. We're not just vacationing in Mexico. We have been living in Mexico, guys.
Yeah.
So we've learned that, you know, you're a foreigner here. They're gonna try to, I will say, 7 out of 10 times they're gonna up the price on you guys.
Always.
They're gonna use the I don't want to call it an excuse, because it is happening. There is they call it bloque. They'll say this to you, bloque. They have protests, then the sanitation workers will block the streets off because they're not getting paid, and this is protests are very common in Oaxaca. That's just a part of the culture here. This happens often. You'll hear the locals say, oh, there's always a blockade. We have to figure out how to get to work.
Absolutely.
It's part of the culture here. Keep that in mind if you want to come and live in Oaxaca. But the taxi drivers will see a foreigner, and a lot of them will use that as an excuse, and they don't know that we pay attention. We know our surroundings, and we will see them say they up the price on us, and then sometimes we really have to get home. We don't have time to keep asking another driver, or we'll try to walk as much as possible. But we recently went to a supermarket and we had some bags, and it was pretty far. It was about 30 minutes. So we had to go ahead and get a taxi, and he was using the excuse of the blockade. But when we were watching how he went around, you saw
Yeah, it's honestly a simple thing to get around, guys. They block off an intersection. We were over there by the Reforma area. They block off an intersection. You just go 1 or 2 streets down, and you're out of the clear. Right. But what he was doing, he was going around driving all these circles and kept
back
trying
roads.
to make excuses to the back roads to try to make it like, oh, it's really happening. In some cases, they may block off a main road, but in our experience, what we've been experiencing, it's only a roadblock, and then you can just go down 1 or 2 roads and go around it.
It'll take an extra minute.
It's trickery.
But they'll tell you, they'll charge you 2 and 3 times the price. So, you know, I thought we heard it was supposed to be cheaper here to take a taxi. From our personal experience, it has been nothing but more expensive.
Yeah.
Even when we have to go a 4-minute ride, they're at least charging us 55 pesos, 60 pesos. So that's what we've been noticing here, guys. So keep that in mind, pay attention. We get the locals tell us, hey, you can go, you know, far out to a mercado and it'll only be 30 pesos. But be careful, guys. When you're going on the buses, be careful when you take taxis. They're going to upcharge you, and it has been happening, guys. Yeah. So keep that in mind when you come here to Oaxaca.
Yep. So guys, I guess we're gonna walk down here and show you a little bit more, and then we're gonna end the video.
Yeah, we'll just show you guys right to left so you can see the main street here. There's our OXXO. There's a couple of little convenience stores, a panaderia, guys. And obviously, if you keep going straight down one of these streets up ahead, you can get the Centro by going that way.
Yeah.
But it's noisy, so we'll just show you right to left, guys.
Yep.
There's a red and white car, actually taxi straight ahead. To the left.
This way. Also,
from here, guys, you're talking about maybe like a 20-minute walk to Centro.
Yeah, 20-minute walk. You just go straight down this alleyway down here, or you can walk down and go right, and it'll take you to Centro. So Xochimilco is actually pretty close. So guys, since it's pretty noisy over here, walk back a little bit so we can go ahead and end the video.
All right, guys, we'll end it as we always do. Live the life that you were meant to live. Keep a grateful heart.
And remember, why not now? All right, guys, peace.
Your friends outside? You want to go out with your friends, huh?